So I want to talk a little bit about your process,
Yes.
because I just find it so fascinating and really interesting. There's actually, if you want to actually get a close-up real quick and then step back, but you can, there's something called selenite, which is a form of mineral crystal, right?
Yep.
And then you can also see the mineral powders there as well. So this is definitely like mixed media to the max with what you find and stuff like that. So what inspired you to use these materials? I mean, it's a...
Where'd that come from?
Yeah.
It was crazy.
No, it's cool. It's different.
Yeah,
you know?
that's a really great question because it is unusual, and a couple of friends mentioned to me about branching into crystals versus just using the mica pigment powders. So I've been using the pigment powders, metallic powders, for a couple of years and really enjoying them and watching the alchemy that goes on and being in the lab with them. But then I knew that I wanted to venture into crystals, minerals, and
so that was always on your
more
mind.
chunky. Yes,
okay.
It had been like seeds had been planted from a couple different people, and then some of my friends are jewelers. They work with stones, and I've always been into jewelry and jewelry making, and so like since a child at the festival, that's one of the little things we did to keep ourselves busy was we would make little bracelets and necklaces and like lose half the beads, but we would still come up with these little things. So I've always been interested in jewelry. So in a way, this is like my jewelry design kind of embedded into a two-dimensional surface with the hopes that it's multi-dimensional. So the crystals, I really felt like now's the time with this water series because especially this type of crystal, because selenite it comes from a saltwater formation. Like it has its roots, its origins with salt, like the ocean. So I just really, it's a beautiful stone. It has these striations and the luminosity and the luminescence that hits off with the light. It all sort of just blended, and it's a really easy stone to kind of grind down and work with. It comes in rods.
It's a captivating texture too. I mean, it definitely has the topography of the piece itself.
Yeah.
And so it's one of those pieces, as I think great pieces do, where it's one thing when you're stepped way back from it, and then another thing when you're up close to it. It just keeps changing on you. And then also the light that can come through the crystals and the way that it reflects.
Right, you have the reflections. Yeah, I mean, I definitely, I saw it as a way to grow as an artist and to build on my interest in mixed media and fiber arts and texture and textiles and sparkle and gemstones and I love semi-precious stones and it's from the natural world. These are all natural forms.
I like that about your work that you
sourced.
Put that in there.
They're sourced from the earth. So this whole immaterial earth, non-earthly realm, like the invisible world, and then bridging again back to the bridging of like the water that we know about, but then there's like this hidden dimension. And this stone's actually selenite has a highly it's connected to the angelic realm, and so it's like there's this whole celestial connection, which I'm always really interested in my art. I have this whole cosmic series that I've been doing for a while. So just this bridging of heaven and earth and connecting to our bodies, which are mostly water, and our bones are minerals. So there's a lot of different cross-pollination.
Which I want to ask you about next, so we'll get to that one moment.
Okay.